Hi, Nick and Nora. We are your genetic counselors, and we're going to give you options about your situation with Huntington's disease. Right now, we know that Nick, your grandfather, died of this disease, and that your grandfather's mother did not have it at all. So we're using that information to come up with the answers you need. But first, you want to know more about Huntington's disease.
Huntington's disease is an inherited disease where some cells in the brain die out. When more cells die, the person has more difficulty doing certain things like making decisions, eating, and just talking, taking care of themselves. Huntington's disease causes behavior changes, jerking or uncontrolled movements, and loss of thinking ability.
The condition is caused by a single defective gene on chromosome 4. Normally, the body produces a protein called Huntington, but when the person has Huntington's disease, the process which makes Huntington is repeated many times, which creates the faulty, larger than normal gene.
Huntington's disease is a dominant gene, which means if a parent has the disease, then the child has a 50% chance of having it too. The disease is more common in European and white populations and affects each gender equally. Among Europeans, about 5 to 7 people out of 100,000 people will have Huntington's disease. Huntington's disease is a very rare disease to get.
For Huntington's disease, there are many symptoms. Like early on in it, there will be symptoms like mood swings, peculiar behavior, and uncontrolled movements. Later stages will have difficulty doing normal tasks like eating, speaking, and swallowing, and also affects the memory and judgment. In advanced stages, the person can't do like anything on their own, so they will need assistance.
So far, there is no cure to Huntington's disease, but there is lots of research being done. To help with some symptoms of the disease, like depression and anxiety, there are drugs you can take. But unfortunately, these drugs do not slow down or stop the disease. Also, there's the risk of having side effects of those drugs that you would have to take into consideration.
Nick, since you don't know if you have the disease, there's genetic testing that can be done. The genetic testing will show you if you carry this Huntington's disease gene. Of course, it's up to you if you would like to get tested. And in most cases, Huntington's disease does not show symptoms until the person is 30 to 50 years old. So it might be a good idea to get tested.
Now, back to the probability of the disease in your situation. Here are the possible pedigrees for what we know from your family history. As you can see, there are 4 possibilities. Since we don't know what Nick's father's genotype is or whether he has the disease, that gives Nick a 25% chance of having Huntington's disease. Also, we don't know what Nora's genotype is, but it is most likely homozygous recessive since she does not have any history of the disease running in her family. Therefore, any children that you have will have a 12.5% chance of having Huntington's disease. In conclusion, the chances that one of your kids will have Huntington's disease is very small. I hope this has given you enough information to make an educated decision. Thanks for your time.